In this video, we're going to look at how to split a window. As you can see, I've got a worksheet open with rather a lot of data. We've got weeks 1 to 52. Rather a lot of data, and if you want to do any kind of comparison with that visually, it can be quite tricky. Say, for example, I want to look at week 1 for Cumbria and then see what the sales were in week 50. I've got to do quite a bit of scrolling to get there. So splitting the window allows us to compare data a little bit more easily. Firstly, what you should know is about how to freeze. Freeze allows you to freeze some titles on the screen so that when you scroll, those titles stay where they are. A freeze always happens above and to the left of the currently selected cell. So because I've got B2 selected, it will freeze row 1 and column A. And we do that on the window menu and drop down to freeze panes. Now you probably can't see that, but it's put a faint black line horizontally and vertically where the freeze is. So now as I scroll down the document, the main titles, Cumbria, Lancashire, Essex, will stay on the screen. That makes life a lot easier. And when I scroll to the right, see the week 1, week 2, etc. stays on the screen. That's freezing panes. You should be aware of that. To remove that, we do window, unfreeze panes. That's good to keep the titles on the screen, but still doesn't really let us compare two different sections of the same worksheet. Let's imagine I want to compare weeks 1 to 4 with weeks 48 to 52. Well, I can do that by splitting the window. Again, it works in the same way. It splits above and to the left of whichever currently selected cell you've got. So I'm going to select cell A6 and then do window and drop down to split. Now you can see the split bar there. In the top window, we've got weeks 1 to 4, and in the bottom window, we've got the remainder of the weeks. How is it different? Well, each section above and below that bar has its own scroll bar. So I can scroll down each section separately. So I can now scroll down in this bottom section to get to weeks 48 to 52. So I can compare those two sections a lot more easily. Each area is its own area. So even if I don't want weeks 1 to 4, I can use this top area and scroll down that. And now I can compare weeks 10 to 14 with weeks 49 to 52. Or I can scroll that one up and compare like that. So it allows you to compare using different sections of the worksheet. Move those back. This split bar here can be moved by clicking and dragging to give you a bigger or a smaller area to work with. And it can be removed completely using window, remove split. Now, as I said, it splits above and to the left of the currently selected cell. I selected A6, which meant there wasn't a to the left. Let me show you what happens if there is a to the left. Let's compare for Essex. So I've got D7 selected. The split will appear above and to the left of this currently selected cell. Let's try that. Window, split. You see what happens there? We've now got a horizontal and a vertical split line, which again can be moved by clicking and dragging. But it means that we've now got 4 areas we can work with. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got scroll bars. So the right-hand scroll bars just operate on the top 2 sections. The bottom one works on the bottom 2 sections. We've now got scroll bars here. The one on the left works on the left-hand section only, and the one on the right works on the right-hand section only. So you can see we can dial up in these different sections different areas of the worksheet that we want to work with to make comparing a little bit easier. Remove the split again using Window, Remove Split. That is splitting a worksheet to make it easier to compare and work with the different sections using Window, Split.